Give it up for Linda Marcus Smith.
Hey, Portland. So, I have notes because I have this. Things fall out. I'm that old. And you know what's weird about that is if enough things fall out, like 3,000 or more in a row, all of a sudden the doctors don't want you to carry a gun. I get it. That's cool. But I haven't gone postal since email, so I think they're safe. So I just turned 40. 27 years ago. And I've been killing it all over this town, mostly at bus stops, but it's all right. I got the 72 down pat now. I know what time to go out there and everything. You know, everything you say on stage these days has to be 100% politically correct, so good night. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, I wanted to come out and say hello directly to you, and then, oh yeah, it's Portland. We're passive aggressive, so sir, could you tell everybody hello for me, please? There you go. I'll be using you at the end of this set. Stay tuned. So, I grew up here in the 50s, and no, sir, it wasn't the 1850s. It was the 1950s. But you know, I'd look pretty good if it was the 1850s, wouldn't I? I grew up here so long ago. You know that old-time runner, way before your time, Steve Prefontaine, the famous runner? Yes, this is my crowd. Well, I ran track here in Oregon way before him, so that makes me Prefontaine. And if you like that, you're really going to like this next part. But I just started doing comedy 4 years ago, so that makes me post-prior. And I'm so glad that went over because I didn't want to bring out my Fosbury flop joke. That lost a few of you. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. Whatever. Yeah, so, you know, I got a chance to go to New York and do comedy. And so I went and I saw the Empire State Building. Let's pretend. And I was like, oh my God. You heard that voice in your head, that Mary Tyler Moore song you don't know? You're gonna make it after all. Just music class. And then I heard a voice, and it went, get out of the bike lane, you crazy witch with a B. 1 hour in the Big Apple, and I needed a shrink bad. So I hired me the best shrink your tax dollars could buy me, thank you, Schmedicare. And instead of helping me find my identity, she started stealing it from me. I'm not in my purse either. One symptom after another. I told her, you know, I have cluster headaches. She said, I have that. Isn't that rude? So I had to up the ante, and I said, oh, I've got this and that. Started throwing stuff out. She had everything. Every symptom I had, she took. So I took her husband. In my mind, because we're from Portland. I had my neighbor do it. That's what we do here. I started doing comedy for veterans. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service. And I do comedy on both sides of the coast, west and east. So that means I'm coming out tonight as bi-coastal. You're welcome. That's the best I can do. I'm old school. I can't help it. But when you do something like that, you want to do it professionally. Got to get an attorney. So I got really lucky. My attorney is a huge Sonny and Cher fan. So he's pro bono. And when I'm doing comedy for those veterans, do we have any veterans? Just clap so I can hear if there's a veteran in the house. That's what I thought. I'm a veteran. You don't have to clap. I just counted money, which is great. I'm part Jewish, whatever. So when you're doing you got to be professional, get an attorney, and I did that. And, that's enough with that. But I always love to leave people wanting just a little bit more. And that works great here in Portland, being passive-aggressive. Oh, you want to hear the end of it? I want to be passive-aggressive. I'm kidding. I always love to leave people wanting just a little bit more, so I don't pay my bills. They want more. Works every time. So I want to say goodnight to you, but would you do it for me, sir? Good night. Thank you, everyone. I'm Linda Marcus Smith.